Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry and this is Sherry's Stitching Nook. Thank you for stopping by for a visit. Thank you to new subscribers. I noticed that I had a few new subscribers and I'm always thankful for that. And just thank you for stopping by to visit, and thank you for your comments that you have been leaving me each month. I really enjoy that, and it's encouraging to me to keep filming for FlossTube. And sometimes it's easy to think no one's interested in seeing what I'm doing, and and then you leave such kind comments. So thank you so much for that. So today I'm going to show some fall stitching that I've been doing, and let's see, some new, I've acquired a new project, and I also want to show you some past finishes. Most of them I think are uh, fall and Halloween related finishes. And some of you have seen those before, but I've actually done some reframing and freshening them up some. And so I'm going to show those again, and there might be something new that you haven't seen. And so with that, I'll get started. So, most of you know that my focus over the past couple of months is finishing up one of my long time projects, which was Signs of Fall from the October 1994 Leisure Arts magazine, which is this, if you're new to my channel. Uh, so, and most of you know this project had to go on about a year, where I just put it away because I was having some issues with it. I don't know how many times I've had to frog, take out, and start over, and all of those kinds of things. But it's been worth it. I have really enjoyed it this year as I've been stitching. Um, my goal was to have it done by by the FlossTube. And in, I don't know if it was early August or late July, I lost my project. It got misplaced somehow. And I was so discouraged because I was on the part where I just needed to do my back stitching and finish up some things at the bottom of the project. I found it a few days ago. So I've been working on my back stitching on this, and I think that I'm just going to try to finish up the back stitching in the mums that's in the picture, and maybe not worry about what I haven't gotten done at the bottom for now, so I could go ahead and frame it and use it for the fall and through Halloween, and then take it back out and finish it all back up, because I don't think anyone else would notice. So this is on 14 count vintage country mocha Ada, for those of you who are new. And here's where I am. I was so happy when I finished those mums. Y'all know that has been like a curse for me. Those. Uh, so yeah, uh, I so I've been working in those back stitching, and I have done some of the back stitching on the terracotta pot. And like I said, if I could just finish up that part, then there's I could go ahead and use it. And then I'll take it back out and finish it, like completely finish it for next year. Because I've got, I don't know that you can see it in the camera, all of this back stitching here to do. And then there's some down here, cross stitches that need to be done. And I just think it will be okay for me to just finish up the back stitching here and on the terracotta pot, and then just go with it. So that's my plan. Hopefully you will just see this framed next time and won't have to be looking at it anymore. So that's that. Now the next project I worked on while that was missing comes from the annual Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch. It's the September-October 2012 one, and it's the Horn of Plenty that you see right here. I'm sorry, I'm going to have a glare. And I had shown last time where I was doing this on a piece of cream Ada. I meant to bring this in here with me, but I don't think. Let me pause. Let me see if I've got that. Okay. I don't know. I came through with that piece of fabric a while ago and it's disappeared. But those of you who have seen my previous FlossTube will know what I'm talking about. It was a piece of cream Ada, and I had spilled coffee on it, like little blotches of coffee. And I wasn't really worried about the coffee on it because a lot of the cross stitching was going to cover that up. But that piece of Ada was just not comfortable to cross stitch on. It was like scratchy to my hands, and I just decided that I wasn't enjoying that process because of that. And I started this over on a 14 count oatmeal Ada. And I have like this pumpkin done, part of this done, I think this is a tomato, and a few of these grapes done. And so I need to keep working. I think on this other side, I've got a little bit more to do on the pumpkin. And I apologize if this is filming backwards. I've had trouble with my phone, even though I've, fixed my settings. It looks like it might be filming backwards. I don't ever know till I download it for sure. But, oh, and I'm thinking that if this looks right just by itself, the cornucopia, that I'm not going to stitch all of this border around it. That I'll just have this part. So that's my thinking and plans right now. I do want more things that do lead to Thanksgiving, the thoughts of Thanksgiving, while being, fall and Thanksgiving related. And that's one reason I really wanted to do this one. So, of course, I don't think it will be done this year, but here's where I'm at. And I'm really loving it. It's going a little slow for me. I decided to use 3 strands of floss, and I typically don't stitch with 3 strands. I do 2, and it's kind of, I'm having a love-hate relationship with that situation, just because, okay, it's giving good coverage, but sometimes I really have to give that a good tug to pull all 3 strands down to get them flat. And so yeah, but I love stitching with this Aida. So there that is. That's been fun to stitch. Okay, my next project is this is actually a new project. I don't have but a few stitches on it, and I'm not sure how much I will stitch on it between now and the end of the year, because I have a few other projects I want to start that are fall and winter related, and I have a few that I need to finish too. And I'll show those later on as it gets to the later fall and winter. But I got this from Jan Lynn, ordered it from Amazon. It's called Eagle Harbor Light. So I love this so much. I love this so much. And I started like in this area up here, and that's just as far as I've gotten so far. But I really, really love this. I can't wait to get down to this anchor, and I can't wait to just do it all. It's gonna be so pretty. And you can't tell much by this, but I will show it to you. It is a 14 count Aida. I'm trying to figure out which. Okay, it is on a 14 count white Aida, and this is just the little bit of stitching I've gotten in. I think that's 221, DMC 221, if I remember right. But yeah, that's, like I said, in this part of the lighthouse. So there's that. I love it. Okay. I've got stuff all around me here, so I'm trying to figure out where to put this. Give me 1 second and I'll be back. Okay, I got successfully moved some things around, and I'm ready to show you the next project. This is just a small project that I'm working on. Typically, like if I'm sitting in my recliner and I can't sleep because I've mentioned before I have trouble with my back, that my spine is twisted like towards my lower back down to my hip, and I pretty much have to sleep in a recliner. I can't lay flat in a bed or anything like that. So if I'm having trouble sleeping, then I keep this by my bedside or my recliner side, and I stitched this. It comes from a Leisure Arts leaflet called They're Good For You, and I am stitching just this basket right here. Kind of it's got a pumpkin in it and those harvest veggies and things. So I am stitching that, and that's been really enjoyable to stitch. But like I said, I'm just doing it when I want something small to stitch. So this is, of course, on 14 count oatmeal Aida. And there's where I'm at. I love the back stitching, gives it so much detail. So that's where I'm at. I'm thinking that once I finish that, once I get the basket finished, I want to add maybe a few crows or something, like flying around or something like that. I think that would be cute. So those are some thoughts I have for that. But uh, I love this little project, and maybe at some point I'll do this other basket, which has got the fruit and things in it. Probably next year if I do it. So that's that fun little project. I do have a project I want to start, but I have to decide which one. I have this waxing moon designs, and I really love this owl and the turkey. And I mentioned that I really wanted some more Thanksgiving stitching and things. So I'm thinking I will probably do the turkey, but I think that I'm going to leave off the border and leave off this section here and just do the turkey with the tree branch or something like that in the ground there. So that's what I think I'm going to do, because I'd like to have some turkeys. Oh, look, I can't really see this real well when I look at this picture, but I love that little acorn laying down by his feet, like it's just fallen off the tree. So I do also want to find or pick out, I've got several patriotic designs, and I want to pick out a patriotic design to be working on between now and July of next year. So maybe I'll have that picked out by the time I do another FlossTube. Okay, so now to the point section where I want to show you my previous finishes and FFOs. So I'll start with the smallest one, and this was a pattern I had for so many years. So I finished it. Some of you may have been with me when I was working on this, when I was first working on this. When I first finished it, I think I put it in a frame. And then later, I don't know if it was last year or the year before last, I took it out and I made it into this little cushion. And like here's the back fabric on it. Let's see, I'm not good at sewing. So you can see my stitches there, but at least I got him where it can be displayed. So the other day I added these buttons and the jute rope to hang this. I've got some shelves with pegs that I could hang this by. So I just have to see where he ends up at. But I love this. I don't know if I held it up closer for you to see or not, but there it is. And you'll see all my mistakes. But okay. I need to pause to take a drink. All right. This next project or a finished project. I finished it last year, and I actually put it in a different frame than it is now, so I reframed it earlier, and it's from the October 2016 Just Cross Stitch magazine. So I'm going to try not to have this glare because it does have glass in it. So there's a little bit of glare. So I think it was just simply called Black Cat. So there he is. I had him in a darker frame. Yeah, this is the one. I think I just took it out of. Was this one. So with my shelf being so dark back here, I've been, adding some color, trying to add some color and stuff, because that's usually where I display my stitching that doesn't hang on the wall. And I like blue. I love the blue. You'll see a theme here as I show you my finishes, and I didn't mean it to work out this way. It just did, kind of. Okay, a couple of years ago, I finished this, and it's been reframed. This is from Maria Brofko. It was a freebie that she had, and I think it's actually she still has it, maybe on the website as a freebie. And I love this. It's called Morning Coffee. And I had this in a wood frame too, but I keep this out all year long. That's how much I like this project. And I didn't know, it just gives me a little smile every time I see it. And I just love it. And so I keep it out all year. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to put it in this blue frame. And I already had the frame. So actually it happened quite by accident, because I've been decluttering you all, and I got this out, and a few days later, after I pulled it out of my frames, I thought, you know what, I can put my Maria Brofko finish in it, and that's what I did. Let me know what you think about the blue with this. I kind of like the blue and orange together. Well, let me know what you think. My feelings won't get hurt if you don't like it. Okay, the next one is from Plum Street Samplers. And it's the Saltbox Autumn Houses. And this is not in a blue frame. So I found these frames at Hobby Lobby a few years ago, but I think they still have them. So I love this Saltbox house. So that was Plum Street Samplers. I still have the pattern, but I actually had it out the other day to get ready for FlossTube. And since I've been decluttering, moving things around, it's got mixed up with something. The story of my life. But yeah. So if you'd like to see it, let me know in the comments, and I can show it for my next FlossTube. So the next project I have, I'm I actually need to go get the book and bring it in here to show this to you. I thought I was organized, but apparently I'm not. So I'll be right back. Okay, this is what happens when you go on a decluttering minimalist mission. Things get moved around. They disappear for a little while. I will find the Paula Vaughn book eventually. So yeah, but I will show you the picture. Let me give you some background on this first. I started this in January 2001. I was a fast cross stitcher then. I finished it like maybe the 1st of February, something like that, 2001. And I had it professionally framed in February 2001. But they put it in it was in a huge frame, which was typical then, with a mat board around it. And it stayed that way for many years. Then eventually I took it out of that frame because I didn't like it. It didn't match anything I had. And I reframed it in a frame. It was just one I had here. So it wasn't one that I was like really thrilled about, but I thought I'll wait till I find a frame that I really like. And so I did something that might seem a little crazy to you all. I probably would have thought the same thing back then if I would ever cut it down and put it in a smaller frame. But I did that the other night. I actually went around, cut it down and went around the edges and sewed it, bound it real well. And just in case I wanted to put it in something bigger again later. But I think this is called Remember When? I might be off on the name a little bit, but yeah, I reframed it so you could tell that the frame is too small for it. But I'm really loving it because it looks so cozy. It's not really bothering me that there's parts that's not showing because I think I'll use this a lot more. But that's my Paula Vaughn finishes. I have had other Paula Vaughn finishes, but I gave them away for gifts. And I've got a lot of Paula Vaughn books. So I will probably start a Paula Vaughn or finish one. I've got some started. Finish one maybe for next year. That might be a plan. I don't know. We'll see at the end of this year what I decide to do. But I see on my phone I'm running out of time. So I wanted to show you real quickly what I found at Walmart. And I'm really excited to get these on my wall. And so if this cuts off, then on me in the middle of talking, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy this FlossTube. So I found this. So if you haven't seen this and you love this, run to Walmart. Get yours today. And I also found, I love this. I think these were around $10. So I'm going to hang these as a grouping. And and I'm really excited about those. So I also found some things at TJ Maxx, that some really cute pictures, that I will save to show. I'll try to do another floss tube this month, maybe just a very short one, and so I could show those, and uh, it just show you where I'm at with signs of fall and things. So I will see you in the next floss tube. Until then, happy stitching.